3-inch Go Dredge Build Part 3. Okay, one thing is I'm going to leave it this way. Them little boats right there stops me from going, I'd say, too far back. I did get my stainless wire on my pins, which that one's come out a little bit, but that's okay. For now, it's just sitting here. And I redid my rack. If you looked at other videos, the mount was to the outside. I did it to the inside. I had to just rebuild and stiffen up the whole thing. I had to put double bars there. The little 1/2-inch tubing bent just with the weight of the motor. And here I have everything hooked up. I've got my hose. This thing is ready for the creek. The only thing I gotta find is that sweet spot where that motor sets to be balanced and put it permanent. Over here I put a extra long hose. I had problems in creeks that with that 4-inch that sometimes I couldn't get to a spot that had good water. And if you notice, if you can see it in there, I bought one of them little check valves from Northern 2. So it's a heavy duty thing if it'll work. So I also took some screen, that's stainless steel screen, get it at work free. They take it off the rows and throw it away. I got stacks of it, even smaller mesh than that. And here's the pump. It is a cheapie, but it goes 85 psi. So I figured, you know, oh, sorry about that, I tripped, that it would do good. It's a 2-inch, 126 gallons with 86 psi, which is not written on there, but that's what it said it does. And here, I do not like keen carpet. I don't like any carpet. Maybe in a sluice box where everything is slow, but I implemented my hog mats on 1/3 of the sluice, and then it is the carpet and moss, and then the whatever you call it there, the riffle grating. And then I just left everything the same, because if you look here, they put a little mat up there, which don't really matter. I used to put moss and 1/8 grating to make everything just drop and settle right there and wash out, which I don't think none of it matters. Instead of it catching it right there, most of it, it'll probably catch it right down in here. Then what little specks fly out, I know that gold hog will grab it. The way it's shaped, that gold can sink down in there and stay there. So later I may go to hog mat all the way, but unfortunately I spent all this money and wound up with just a 3-inch king instead of a 4-inch, which I really, you know, everybody knows I wanted to make a long one. I still can. If I get me a header box, I could give me a little, about 5 or 6 more foot of 3-inch hose and just go to a header box, and I could make this thing long. And of course, then again, I'd have to go back and raise my motor, so it is what it is. It'd be easier for me just build another float. I mean, this whole float here, $50. That's about what I got in the float. So I can take the motor, put on another float. I can take this, if I somehow come up with a header box, I can put this with my extension that flares out, which I love that idea, and I could make this thing still be long, but the only difference is the motor would have to set over the sluice box, which I don't like, but it would be what it is. So here it is, guys. It's ready for the creek. I will do a video once I get it in the creek and let you know how it does, how the float works with the weight. And my wife is getting better, so maybe in a month we can go hit the creek. We're not going to get to do much this year, but life is what it is. So hope all of you get a lot of good luck.